Hello there, my name is Lizzie and today I am joined by Anthea and by Marion, who are both living with blood cancer, and we are going to take you through some floor-based exercises that will help to build strength and stamina and core stability. So these kind of truncal muscles here, which are really important for our posture and keeping our spine nice and healthy. So there's going to be some modifications available. Marion will take you through some slightly easier ones. Anthea might make you work a little bit harder. We're going to work at around 8 repetitions of each exercise, but please just do what you feel you're able to do today, and just being aware that some days you're going to feel a bit different to other days. So just check in with your body to how you're feeling, and do what feels right here, right now. Okay guys, you ready to get going? All right, we're going to bring ourselves down onto our back. All right, just come down nice and carefully. That's it, just rolling down through the spine, popping your head onto a little rolled up towel if that's comfortable, and just bring the feet so that they're in a nice comfortable position away so there's no strain through the back. So you kind of want to be able to maybe just tickle your shoes with your fingers. All right, so knees up towards the sky, and I want you just to take a nice big breath in. And as you do so, I want you to rock your hips forward so you create a little bit of an arch in the lower back, because we're going to come into a pelvic tilt. And then as we breathe out, we're going to rock the pelvis back. And I want you to really flatten your lower back onto the ground, so you're really feeling that contact. And just do a few more of those, inhaling, moving nice and gently and slowly, and then exhaling, feel your deep tummy muscles engage to help lower your lower back onto the ground. Let's take another 5. Breathing in, exhaling as you press the lower back down. Feel that engagement of your deep core muscles. Inhale deeply. How are you doing, you two? Exhale, brilliant. Good, lovely. I think we've got another 4. Good, and press. And 3. Good, and press down. So really getting that nice smooth rhythm. Last 2, squeeze, and then last 1, and press down. Well done, fantastic. All right, so maybe just give your hips a little wriggle. Make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears, and we're going to come into our second exercise now, which is called a bridge exercise. So it's a little bit of a kind of an extension from what we've just done from the pelvic tilt. So this really helps to engage all the muscles in the back of the legs, and really gets everything kind of moving as we roll up to a shoulder bridge. So again, you don't need to go super high. Marion's going to keep it quite low, so follow Marion, or you can come up and follow Anthea. So we're going to press our feet into the floor, really get that connection. You're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to squeeze your bottom and push your hips towards the sky. So really pushing the feet down. Use the backs of your legs and your buttocks, and use your tummy muscles. And then as we drop down, that's 1 repetition. Exhale, squeeze your buttocks. Lovely, lift the hips. That's 2. And again, push. So your bottom takes a little tiny touch down on the ground, and you push straight back up. Use your feet, use the backs of your legs, use your buttocks. Good, I think we've got another 4. There we go, maybe 5. Here we go. There we go. Everyone okay? Last 3. Last 2. Super. Last 1. Maybe just hold there for a moment, and then slowly with care, just roll down the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then just let the tailbone release and relax. Good, take a nice breath in and a nice breath out. Well done, excellent. Okay, so coming into our third exercise, we're going to do some side knee rolls, okay? So we're going to come back down onto our backs, knees up towards the sky again, and plant the feet as they were. So rolling down nice and carefully through the spine, drawing the heels not too close, but ideally underneath the knees. And what we're going to do for Marion, you're just going to gently take the arms a little bit wider, pressing the palms down into the floor. And then we're going to let the knees roll towards the right-hand side. Don't let them drop onto the floor. Use your core, your tummy muscles to come back up to center. So you're really using these deep tummy muscles. And then we're going to go to the other side. Anthea's going to make it a little bit harder. She's bringing her legs up to a 90-degree angle, and she's really using her deep core muscles to control that movement, dropping down, but not literally dropping onto the floor, and then drawing them back into center. Good, lovely. How are we doing? Fantastic, well done. Let's do another 4. So we've got, there we go, and pull them back up, super. Rolling over and coming back to center. Good, keeping it going. Let's just see how everyone's getting on. Brilliant. So controlling that move is really important, dropping down as well as it is coming up. So you're really trying to stabilize your center, your core muscles. Fantastic. Let's do another one each side, guys. Lovely. And squeeze to come back. Pause in the middle, last repetition. Fantastic, good. That's 8 repetitions done. Again, feel free to do more and modify as you need to. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is going to be on our hands and knees actually. So let's get everybody flipped over. So again, feel free to pad your knees out with blankets or cushions if they're a little bit tender onto the ground. And then we're going to stack our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And this is a wonderful exercise to try and again really strengthen the muscles around the spine and the buttocks, the pelvis, all around the hips. So we're going to push your hands into the ground, nice, that's it, brilliant, making sure the knees are hip distance apart. And Marian's just going to practice by lifting one knee and the opposite hand, hovering and lowering without having too much movement through the hips and the spine. And then she's going to alternate between each side. So we're trying not to let the hips swing and the spine change. Good, lovely. So just stick with that, Marian. Just doing your 8 repetitions, so 4 on each side. And then you can progress it so that you're just tapping back with one hand and one foot, but keeping your toes and your fingers on the ground, but keeping everything nice and still. So you're really working from deep inside your tummy. Otherwise, you take it one step further and you go where Anthea is and you start lifting the leg and the hand together and making sure you breathe, don't hold your breath. So here we go, we reach toes and fingers and then we use the core muscles to bring ourselves back. And again, trying not to put too much weight through your arms. Try to use your core muscles so that you're not lowering too much into your hands and your wrists. Good, let's do one more on each side. Fantastic. Bringing it back, nice smooth breaths. Making sure we breathe as we move. Good, lovely. Coming back and then just popping yourself back if it's okay on your knees, hips onto your heels. Well done. Okay, everyone's doing all right? You're still with me? Fantastic. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is for our back. All right, so it's really important that we work the muscles on the back of the body. So we're going to bring ourselves down so that we're face down onto the ground. So come down nice and easily, nice and carefully, lowering down. Fantastic. All right, so bringing the head down. Maybe have your hips a little bit of a wriggle, just to ease things off. If you start to really feel this exercise in your lower back, you can place a little towel underneath the front of your hips, and it'll just mean that there won't be too much pressure through the lower back. All right, so Anthea, if you can just reach your arms nice and long. This is kind of what they call a swimming exercise. So arms reach out, legs reach long. Marian's going to keep her arms in a 90-degree angle, and so am I. And we're going to focus on squeezing our back muscles and gently lifting our chest off the floor with the shoulders, but the head stays neutral, so you're looking down. And then we lower back down. And we fly the arms up, squeeze shoulder blades together, and we gently lift the chest and the head away from the ground. And we lower. Good, lovely. Keeping that going, everybody. Brilliant. And Anthea, as you can see, she's lifted her chest and her head off the ground, and she's floating opposite leg, opposite arm. Beautifully, well done, excellent. And Marian, if you're keeping your arms in that position, keep your head down, that's it, great. And you're gonna squeeze the arms up and slowly lower. Well done, and let the head come down. And again, let's do another, say 3 repetitions. Brilliant. Keep the neck nice and long and down. Well done. Last 2. Fantastic. Brilliant. And then take it down. Excellent, well done. Okay, and then we've got one more exercise that we're gonna do, which is called the plank exercise. That's fantastic for building strength throughout your body. And we're gonna modify it, we're gonna break it down because it is quite a difficult exercise to do. So we're still gonna work the body, but a little bit gentler. So we're gonna bring ourselves back down onto our fronts, and we're gonna have our elbows stacked underneath our shoulders. How are we doing, guys? Yeah, brilliant. Super. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to lift the pelvis away from the ground, and we're going to come onto our knees. And you can just tuck your toes gently. And we're just going to hold this position for around 20 seconds, or however long you feel you can hold it for. It might just be 5 seconds to begin with. Try not to let the hips really drop. Try not to stick the bottom too high. So think about drawing the belly button up and in, and then push down through the arms, and we're just gonna hold here for another 10 seconds. So let's see where we're doing. Anthea's gone into a full plank, and as you can see, she's got really beautiful alignment there. Excellent. Doesn't matter if you come down, Marion, that's fine. When you get tired, you take a break, and that's what's really important, okay? So if you need to, just rest your hand down on your forehead, down onto the mat. Brilliant. And take your elbows wide and give your hips a wriggle. Let your head come down. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, Anthea, knees down. Take a break. Well done. Great job. Okay, so again, as with all the videos, do make sure that after this, have a stretch and have a bit of a cool down. But always see if you can add on a little bit more each time and work that little bit harder. But great job.